In this video, we're going to take a look at 15 books that will help you go from broke to millionaire. These are the most influential books that we read when we were sitting in your shoes, and by the end of this video, we'll share with you the specific reason why you should read each one, so you can pick and choose which fits you best. Remember, the average CEO reads 50 books a year, while the average American barely reads one. You'll find the full list of books in the description with links included. Now with this in mind, let's just dive into these books. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Number 1. The Almanack of Naval Ravikant. Here at Alux, we're big fans of Naval. He's one of our mentors and the people we look up to. The Almanack of Naval Ravikant is a collection of his most thoughtful insights into business and life. Even better, this book is free and you can download it by going to Navalmanack.com. We recommend you start with this book because it'll serve as a framework for everything else you'll do in your professional life. And so far, we've yet to find a better starting point. You'll thank us later. Number 2. The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon is the book we always recommend to our beginner friends or those who are younger. This book will change your relationship with money and it'll put it all into perspective. It's one of those books you can read in one sitting, easy to digest and perfect for someone who isn't a reader. Plus, it's cheap to buy but tremendously valuable. Want to stop being a slave to others and buy your freedom? Well, read The Richest Man in Babylon. Number 3. The $100 Startup. Everybody thinks you need hundreds of thousands of dollars to create $1 million business. Well, they're wrong. The $100 Startup is one of those books we read early in our financial journey. It's not that you're gonna copy the business models in the book, although you could, but it's filled with example after example of how others did it with less than $100 to start with. Once you read this book, you can no longer use the excuse of you don't have enough money to start. Get it and put it to work. Number 4. Losing My Virginity. We grew up admiring Branson and the portfolio of businesses he managed to build. The Virgin Group now controls over 400 companies. That's insane considering he started the biggest ones on his own. If you want a book that will allow you to identify opportunities in your life out of personal needs, then Losing My Virginity is the book for you. It'll take you on a journey and it'll get your brain to think in a serial manner. Number 5. Millionaire Fastlane. Many will recommend to you the same books over and over again. Those books that will teach you how to stop buying lattes, save every penny, and invest it in a mutual fund. This book is the antidote to all of those books. It comes out swinging the brutal truths just how we like them. The truth is that if you want to get rich fast, you need to build a business that grows exponentially. Something will click when you read this book, and you'll understand the power of capital gains. Number 6. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Come on, how many of you were waiting to see this on the list? Like this video if you did, you're smart to know it. But yes, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the fundamental book on passive income. For as long as you live, you will not be rich until you achieve financial freedom through passive income, and this is the Bible for that. Simply put, figure out how much it costs for you to maintain your lifestyle, and then work your butt off until you create enough passive income to cover that cost. Then you're free. Number 7. The 10X Rule. Love or hate Grant Cardone, the 10X Rule is a motivational piece. It forces you to think bigger in terms of goals and the action required. Honestly, we listen to the 10X Rule once a year just to get ourselves ready for the amount of action we need to take to crush our yearly targets. Every year, no matter what. We have an active subscription to Audible, and this is the kind of piece that's better as an audiobook. We've got friends at Audible, so here's what we'll do. Go to Alux.com/freebook right now. That's Alux.com/freebook. If this is your first time signing up, you'll get an audiobook for free. Any book on this list will do. It's a gift from Audible in order to show support for you, the Aluxers, so make sure you take advantage of it. Number 8. The 4-Hour Workweek. Gotta be honest with you guys, this was a game changer for us. Since day one, we built Alux to be a location-independent business. That way, everyone working for our company can travel the world while still crushing their targets. This brings a level of freedom that once you taste it, you can never go back to the corporate life. Although we don't believe in the idea of a 4-hour work week, we know even Tim works more than that. The lessons in this book will help you to build the right system for your business. Number 9. How to win friends and influence people. You need to be able to talk to other people and earn their trust. They need to like you. If they like you, they'll want to spend time with you. If you spend time together, you'll grow together. How to Win Friends and Influence People is still, to this day, the best book that we've read on the topic, and you'll think so as well. Focus on the fundamentals, and you'll do just fine. Number 10. The Total Money Makeover. We wanted to put a book on this list for those of you who aren't starting from zero. Some of you are actually in the negative, you're in debt, and you're struggling. Ramsey's take is actionable, to the point, and the kind of advice the general population needs to start taking control of how they spend their money. If you've got money problems and want to finally do something about it, spend the $11 and get this one. Number 11. Atomic Habits. If you're a lazy person, then this is the book for you. You know you're wasting time procrastinating, but at the same time, you'd want your life to get better. The gap between these two is in the small things you do every day. Atomic Habits is about routines and how to build them. Over a month ago, we launched the Alux app, which is distilled wisdom and value delivered to you in 10-minute bites. For many, the Alux app is the first routine they've started deliberately, so we want to set a challenge for you. Go to Alux.com/app and download our app. In it, you'll find a 7-day experience that's completely free, no strings attached. We challenge you to finish that 7-day experience and see the impact the daily routine will have in your life, even if it's just for those 7 days. Most people watching this won't do it. Are you different? Let's put that to the test. Go to Alux.com/app and let's find out what you're made of. Number 12. The E-Myth Revisited. This is the perfect book for those of you who have a skill and want to turn it into a business. It'll help you figure out if you should make the move or not, and if you do, how to at least have a shot at not burning yourself out. Most businesses fail in the first year because people haven't read this book beforehand, which is why we strongly encourage you to get a copy. The last thing you want to do when starting a business is to find yourself employed in your company while running it. Number 13. The Lean Startup. We know some of you are numbers folks, the kind that love to measure and optimize everything. We're the same way, and this is the best book on building a startup company. It's a bit more technical than the rest, but hey, do you want to give your startup a chance of survival, or are we just pretending here? With the entire startup scene evolving, the Lean Startup will do wonders for those of you who are applying the lessons from traditional tech companies into Web3. Number 14. The Hard Thing About Hard Things. If the Lean Startup gets you started, the hard thing about hard things is the evolution of that. We recommend buying these two books together, even more so if you're tangent with the technology internet space. If you're the CEO of a company with a few employees and growing, this is the kind of book you need on your nightstand. Get it, read it, learn it. Horowitz is the kind of billionaire we aspire to become. It's hard to be a CEO. This book will be honest about what it's like and how to increase your chances of success. Number 15. Money Master the Game. Remember, this is a list of books to get you from $0 to $1 million. The truth is, once you get to a $100,000 or $200,000, the road to $1 million is pretty straightforward and fairly easy. Robin's book breaks it down into simple-to-follow terms, which will serve as your long-term strategy for investing the income you're bringing in. At least, that's what we did. These 15 books together cost under $300, and we guarantee you'll learn more about how to go from $0 to $1 million from them than from any get-rich-quick course those snake oil salesmen are selling. We know you guys are readers, so let's see. How many of these books have you read so far? Let us know in the comments. And as for those of you, you know where we're going with this, here's your bonus. The future of learning is personalized knowledge. We don't believe in cookie-cutter solutions, the type of advice that works for everybody, because you're probably not like everybody. The kind of financial advice that works for a 30-year-old male in the US might not work for a 40-year-old woman in the Philippines. Your goal in life is to improve life as a whole. That includes money, but also happiness, mental health, relationships, and your understanding of the world. At Alux, we're building a new kind of learning, the kind that does just that. Not only are we consuming tremendous quantities of knowledge, we're processing them through our own filters and squeezing out the only juice that makes a difference. For us, the Alux app is that future. It's just a matter of time until we reach a critical point in our app content, and then machine learning can start sorting through it all to find which ones serve you and those very similar to you the most. We handpick and structure the knowledge, but our narrow AI will determine what actually has an impact and to whom it should be delivered. A year from now, the Alux app will blossom into something extraordinarily valuable for those who keep using it, which is why we want you, the true Aluxers, to try. Because of the way Apple and Google interacts with different governments, we noticed that the app price was different around the world due to additional taxes imposed on digital goods. And we don't think that's fair. We don't think that someone in India or Ghana should pay more for a digital good than someone from the United States or Western Europe, which is why we're introducing geo-pricing for the app. Although we'll be taking a financial loss because it's all eating into our already thin profits, we believe it's the right thing to do, so from today on, in both the Apple and the Google Store, you should pay no more than $99 for the 365-day subscription. But we're not stopping there. If we get to 1,000 positive reviews on the Apple Store and Play Store, we'll introduce a coupon code option to start rewarding the most loyal Aluxers with special perks in the app. So you know what to do, Aluxer. Oh, and we're supposed to give you guys something to write to prove that you made it this far into the video, right? Okay, so if you're on your journey to your first or next million, please write the word million in the comments. That should be pretty interesting. Thank you for watching this video, Aluxer. If you found it valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our awesome community. And if you're still hungry for more, we handpicked this video for you to watch next. Or head over to our website for more amazing content. See you tomorrow.